pretty big occasion for the club. 2019 was the last time you had a double header. How special is this and how important is it to really provide something for the fans this week?
I think it's amazing that it's a double header, and I think we're doing it the right way around as well, where the men are playing first and the women a second. Not that they should be second, but I think it actually gives the supporters a good opportunity to actually watch the women's team play as well, because they play some really good football. So, generally when the women's team plays before the men's, a lot of the supporters can't get there in time. So I think it's a great opportunity for all of our supporters.
It's a spiritual home of the club too, which is it's not just you're not just playing in the venue. No,
yeah, that's right, and it's great to have, like I said, to be back at Suncorp Stadium and to have both teams playing at the one stadium. It's great. We're staying behind to watch the women's team play as well after, so I think it's a great occasion for the club, and being the Indigenous round as well is also very special.
You're in a pretty good position. This is a very tight competition. There's 1 point between you and your position on the ladder in the top. I guess you want to start getting some consistency and some wins in a row. This is an opportunity for you to do that against Perth Glory.
Yeah, it's very early in the season. We've played the last 5 games. We've played 4 away from. Last 6 games we've played 5 away from home. So there's a lot of games away from home that we've had to travel. Probably, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. So it's great to be back at home, and we really wanted to play an exciting brand of football this season, and especially at home for our supporters. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on the heat, it's going to be interesting. But we're really excited, and it is an opportunity to improve on what we did last week.
What did you do well last week, and where can you take it?
I think we pressed really well. We pushed the ball around really well. We played from our goal kicks, and even in our back third, played through them quite a number of times. Probably that last little bit in the final third, we lacked a little bit. But in saying that, we created a number of chances again. At one stage, the possession count was close to 80% for us in their half. So we need to add to that. I don't know how we can do that and much more, but probably be more consistent throughout the whole game. But it was a really good performance, a never say die attitude. When we went down to 10 men, and then they're fighting for their first points as well of the season, and they are a good side, and they are coached by I think a very good coach as well. So credit to the players that they really put in.
What about having Lofthouse back from his injury? He had a groin injury, is that right? But
yeah.
You got him back. Is he going to play this week, and how important is he?
So he had something similar to osteitis pubis, and he missed a lot of the pre-season. So we put him back in probably a little bit too early. And he's important like every other player is. So the players understand that the ones that at a fitness level that can cope with the brand of football that we want to play, and the ones that are playing to the best of their ability are the ones that will be in the squad and play. So, and he's the same. He's no different to anyone else.
Corey Brown, he's back playing now for you. That was his first game for a long time.
Yeah, I think it was 88 weeks. Corey Brown, Perth Glory was his first game since last season. We'll have Zabala back, Jack Ingot back, 𝗁𝘁𝗶𝗀𝘀 back from international duty. So it's really exciting that we're getting so many players back. And again, the ones that are at a level and performing will play. It's not to say that players won't come on and play their part, because that's very, very important nowadays that the substitutes come on and actually perform to a high level, and we expect no different.
Who's the starting player that will play that you're really happy with, that you think's made a big difference this year?
All of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, listen, she's been very good here.
Yeah, he's been good. But there's a lot of players that have been very good this year. But it's about improving on every week. So, I explained to the players that you're only as good as your next game, which for them didn't make a lot of sense, but depends on how you play. So, there's what you've done in the past is the past. It doesn't, you know, we don't want to look at the past, we want to look in the future, and that's why we want to play forward and run forward, and everything we do is go forward. So, you know, we're no different. But there's been a number. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I'm not the person to keep the ball. I love keeping possession, but I don't want to keep it just for the sake of it. You know, I want to go forward. I want to be exciting. I said that from day one when I came in, and us as a playing group and the coaching staff are actually doing that. You know, sometimes I think we could go forward a lot more, but that's what we want to do as a footballing team, and I guess as a club as well. And this is a way forward again to both the men's and women's A leagues are playing for the first time in a long time, so that's a step forward as well. Indigenous round, another step forward. So always looking forward.
Yep. Okay. No, thanks, Ross.
Thank you.
Good on you, mate.